And for more of that, we're now being joined by Barrister Mohammad Ahmed Pansota, Advocate, Supreme Court, Legal Counsel for Imran Khan, ex-member of the BRC. Thank you so much, Mr. Pansota, for joining us. Now, how do you see what is actually being played out? In the run-up to the elections, it seemed that the Pakistani army and the establishment had a very clear view. They did not want Imran Khan back, which is why they put all those jail sentences in him. That's why they split the party. That's why there were signs of election interference even as polling was taking place. Now, whatever has happened, is this what was really expected?
Well, I have a different take on that because I've been speaking to various news channels, and I think that prior to these elections, the military establishment and even other players, they had made themselves amply clear that they have got nothing to do with these elections, or they don't want to instrumentalize it in any way whatsoever. But the real problem lied with the Election Commission of Pakistan. Now, this is the same appointment which was made in the previous tenure, and the Election Commission of Pakistan's role was quite dubious yesterday and even today. And you know how it will continue to be like that for days now. Why? Because the Election Commission of Pakistan, since the last maybe 6-7 months or maybe more, has been acting in the most disarrayed manner that one can even think of. So I believe Election Commission of Pakistan has a lot to answer for, and they should be made accountable for that. And it's an independent constitutional body which is not subservient to anybody. So you can't even say that there's an external influence or anything like that. So the constitutional body, or the head of that constitutional body, is liable to answer all these important questions. And I think it's the chief election commissioner.
Now, hang on. If you're saying that the Pakistani army and the establishment doesn't have favorites, is it just a coincidence that with weeks to go for the elections, Imran Khan gets suddenly, 14-year jail sentence, 10-year jail sentence, 7-year jail sentence, his number 2 gets thrown into prison, his wife is thrown into prison? Is that all just a coincidence that happened?
No, I'm not referring to it as a coincidence. This coincidence has been happening in Pakistan for the past so many years. He's not the first prime minister who's been sentenced. But the question revolves whether it was what a direct result of military establishment or anything like that. In my view, this is my personal view, I don't think so. Why? Because now that sort of takes me to the other institution in Pakistan, which is judiciary. It doesn't have a very good history. It's a checkered history in Pakistan. And judiciary at the moment, I would say subordinate judiciary, is absolutely not behaving or not performing its task in light of what the constitution mandates. So I don't feel that it's something that's a coincidence or something. But my question or my answer relates to the involvement of military establishment.
Okay, fair enough. Now let's look at what this means for the Pakistani people and for Pakistani democracy. What have the people of Pakistan actually done? Now, when those early results were starting to come out, many people were almost stunned at the numbers that the PTI was getting. And whatever happens finally, it's that the PTI performed better than anybody was actually expecting. In all of this, is there a sign of defiance almost from the people of Pakistan, saying that people of Pakistan saying we do want to exercise our democratic rights? And also, was there perhaps a sympathy factor for Imran Khan playing itself out?
Well, I think there's a positive pros and cons to what has happened in Pakistani elections. First of all, people of Pakistan, for the first time in how the constitution defines it, that it is the people of Pakistan who have the right to choose their representatives, and the power that is to be exercised by these representatives is the power that they're holding, which is a sacred trust. And of course, the Constitution of Pakistan says that the ultimate power belongs to the Allah Almighty. So this is for the first time in our lives, at least I'm pretty recent, so I can comment on that in this way, that people have come out in large numbers. There was a clear increase in the voter turnout. It may not come to a complete voter turnout when you look at it holistically over Pakistan, but in the areas where generally there is a low voter turnout, and even in the cities where people don't vote out, maybe 45 to 50%, people have come out in large numbers. They have expressed their decision, which is, I think, a very fair outcome of the election.
All right, Mr. Pansota, thank you so much for that.